Hello and welcome to this another video lesson. The last video lesson was on emotion management, and thank you for all the response on that video. Today's lesson is on an important skill, and that is interview skill. This video was requested by many of my viewers and subscribers. So here I go. I have been on both sides of the desk. That is, I have been an interviewer, the one conducting the interview, and the interviewee, that is the one giving the interview. So I can share my experiences today. First thing, and very important thing in an interview, is to let your personality shine. Never hold yourself back. The next one, smile. Smile is a great weapon in the interview. But please remember, I asked about smile, not about laugh or grin. The next thing, preparation is a key for any interview. Preparation is not just about clothes, what clothes you will wear. It is also about your journey, how you will go from your place to the place of the interview. All these have to be rehearsed in advance. Actually, if it's a new place, I will personally go one day before the interview to see how much time it takes to reach the place of interview, because it is important to reach that place at least half an hour early. Next thing, take care of your voice. That is, you have to make sure to have warm water before you sleep at night, or warm milk. Keep a bottle of water with you. Keep some tissues. Carry enough money. All these things sound very small, but they are very important. And more important is to prepare the questions that you could be asked. You know yourself better. So, the important questions like, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Here you will talk about yourself. You can definitely ask others for their suggestions, but please don't cut, copy, paste others' answers. I've seen many people fumbling these interviews because of simple questions. Next thing, depending on the skills that you have used in your life, you could be asked about various things. For example, you could be asked questions like, what was the most stressful situation in your life? Have you worked in a team before? Have you managed a team before? When were you struggling to communicate your point? When did you give a good customer service? Can you build good relationships? All these questions are not just yes and no or small questions that require small answers. What I mean here is, these answers should be backed by examples. For example, if somebody asked me, what was the most difficult decision you had to make? Here I will share an incident from my life to back my answer. And the process or the method of sharing is similar, like I'm telling a story. So, to answer situational questions, You have to share a story. So let me give you my reply. Well, when I was working as my own boss, that is, when I was managing my business, there was a time in 2005 where I had to take a tough decision of winding up my business. My buyer, my exclusive buyer from America, had just closed her shop, and the other buyers were not able to give me recurring orders. The business was not able to sustain itself well. I wasn't able to make enough what I had been making. So, due to financial reasons, I had to decide whether it was time to close my business. I had put my heart and soul into it, but there was always a time when we have to bid it goodbye. Still, I didn't want to just shut shop. I went to UK. London was the city. I went there to explore some possible contracts. But unfortunately, that market was already saturated with the products that I was dealing in. So now when I came back, I had to decide whether I should do other products or whether I should shut shop. I assessed all the pros and cons of this thought, and I concluded that the cons were more than pros. I couldn't figure out what product I could deal in. Somebody suggested silver jewelry, somebody suggested home furnishings. Well, I had been dealing in fashion accessories. I couldn't change the product line. So ultimately, I had to shut shop. I had to close my business. It was a painful decision. But yes, not all was lost. My experience was still there. So, what happened later? I was able to help 2 budding exporters in their business. I mentored these boys, and now that I see them running a successful business that I helped them to start, I feel proud of their achievement, and also I feel delighted by my contribution in their success. So yes, this is the way we have to answer the situational questions. So you have a beginning, you have a middle, and you have an end. An end is about the result, your lessons that you have learned or you could share. So this is all I had to talk about in interview skills. There is still a lot more to be covered. For a more detailed training, you can always contact me personally. You can message me here or you can message me on my social media pages. And until I return with another video lesson, let me say that tomorrow we start New Year. So wish you all a very happy New Year 2022, and I'll see you again soon. So until then, take care and bye.